stay in mountain pose. Come to the top of your mat. We've all been in mountain pose before. So think about spreading your toes out as wide as you can. And spreading your fingers as wide as you can. Actively engage and root yourself down to the floor. Starting at your feet and working up through your crown. Think about engaging and finding length. So let the shoulders drop down and back. Chin stays parallel to the floor. And crown extends up towards the sky. But really think about all sections of your feet. Growing roots, creating a strong foundation. And focus on your breath. And maybe take a moment to set an intention. Or maybe find a way to connect to the word inspire. Really just settle into your breath. Give yourself a huge thank you for stepping onto your mat this morning, for taking this next little bit of time to focus on yourself. It's been a crazy year. Lots happened. A lot of things nobody expected. But here we are, it's December. Beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm inspired by your dedication to be here focusing on yourself day after day. Put your eyes open and take a big inhale up. And on your exhale, swan dive down. Halfway lift on an inhale. Hold on an exhale. Engage the core, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale it up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart center. Take a big inhale up. On your exhale, twist to the left. Bring your gaze over that left shoulder. Wrap your hands around your belly and your back. Inhale to center. Exhale, reverse and twist in the opposite direction. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. We're going right into our sun salutation. We're going to pick the face up a little bit here. Inhale it up. Exhale into your fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Step it back. Float your body forward. Drop down to chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to your down dog. Pedal out this dog. And find stillness. Bring your gaze forward and back towards the feet. Bend up through the spine, gaze comes forward, back to the feet. One more time, bring that gaze forward and float it back. Come up onto those toes, bend the knees, hopper step forward and fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart center. Release and reach. Fold on your exhale. Halfway lift. Fold. Send the feet back. Float forward. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Roll through those toes. Exhale to downward facing dog. Gaze comes forward. Feet come forward. Fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart center. Release and reach on your inhale. Fold on your exhale. Halfway lift. Fold. Send the feet back. Chaturanga. Gaze comes slightly forward. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Gaze comes forward. Feet come forward, fold. Halfway lift on your inhale. Fold on your exhale. Engage the core, reverse swan dive, hands to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, feet come back. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Down dog. Gaze comes forward. Feet come forward to meet those hands, fold. Flat back. Fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart center. Inhale it up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Send those feet back. Chaturanga hover. Inhale the upward facing dog. Down dog. Gaze come forward. Feet come forward, fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Reverse swan dive. Heart center. 2 more times. Reach for the sky. Fold down to the earth. Halfway lift. Fold. Feet come back. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Gaze comes forward. Upper step forward, fold. Flat back. Fold. Reverse swan dive. Heart center. 1 more time. Big inhale to the sky. Exhale down. Halfway lift. Fold. Feet come back. Chaturanga. The up dog. Roll over those toes to down dog. Gaze comes forward. Feet come forward, fold. Flat back. Fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart center. Come to your mountain for 3 cycles of breath. One more cycle of breath. Inhale the arms up, turn the pinkies inward. Exhale, sit back in your chair. Sit a little lower. Reach a little taller forward. Scoop the belly in, tuck that tailbone. Strong chair pose. Let's fire everything up. Reach a little taller. Sink a little lower into the heels. Exhale down into your fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Send the feet back. Flow forward. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right leg rises behind you. It steps through. Plants by the hands. Grow tall into your crescent lunge. Exhale, drop the knees, cactus arms. Inhale, grow tall, gaze comes forward. Exhale, cactus arms, maybe a slight back bend. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale. Inhale, grow tall. This exhale, we spiral it down. Send that right foot back over your vinyasa or straight to down dog. We're all meeting in down dog. Rooting that right foot, extending the left. Pulling that left through center, plant and grow. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, we drop the back knee, cactus arms, maybe a slight back bend. Inhale, grow tall, gaze comes forward. Exhale, drop to the earth. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, reach. Spiral it down. Send that left foot back. Vinyasa. Medium downward facing dog. Feet comes forward. Feet come forward, fold. Flat back. Fold. Sit right back into your chair. Scoot those arms right up tall. Reach forward and up. Sink low. Exhale into your fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Send the feet back. Float forward, chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Root that left, extend the right. Pull it through, plant it between the hands. Grow tall, a little bit faster. Exhale down. Inhale, reach. Exhale down. Inhale, reach. Exhale down. Inhale, reach. Spiral it down. Vinyasa. And down dog. Rooting the right, extending the left. Pull it through, plant the foot between the hands and grow. Exhale, drop. Inhale, rise. Exhale, drop. Inhale, tall. Exhale, sink. Reach tall. Spiral it down. Vinyasa, high plank to low. Up dog. Down dog. Feet comes forward. Feet come forward, fold. Halfway left. Fold. Drop the bum. And bring the arms forward to chair. Take a little lower, reach a little taller. Belly. Fold on your exhale. Halfway left. Fold, feet come back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. With that left, extend the right behind. Pull through, plant, and grow. Drop down to cactus arms. Hold. Grow tall on your inhale. Spiral down. Vinyasa. Down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Pull it through. Plant. Grow. Sink. Cactus arms. Knee headed down towards the earth. Maybe a slight back bend. Inhale, grow tall. Spiral down. Vinyasa. Medium down dog. Feet comes forward. Feet come forward, fold. Halfway left. Fold. Bend. Come right back into chair. Keep those heels rooted on the earth. Drop the bum. Keep the belly. Hands come to heart center. Twist to the left. Right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee. Gaze comes up to that left elbow. Breathe through it. Embrace the shake. Inhale, center, chair pose. Stand tall, volcano, circle the arms, sit right back into your chair. For a tall volcano, circle the arms, right back into chair. Palms come together at the heart, twist to the right. Drop the bums, twist through the torso, Feel that nice twist through the lower spine. Inhale back to your chair. Very tall volcano. Circle the arms, chair. Inhale tall. Circle, chair. Grow tall. Circle, chair. Spiral down to your fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Send the feet back. Float forward. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. With the left, extend the right. Pull the right through center. Drop the back down on a 45-degree angle. Rise tall to warrior one. Shoulders are forward. Cactus arms, slight back bend. Grow tall. Warrior three. Sorry, one. Cactus arms. Warrior one. Cactus arms. Warrior one. Release the hands behind the back, interlace the hands. Drop the chest forward to humble warrior. Let the crown fall. Right knee is stacked directly over the right ankle. Engage the core. Come up. Reverse that warrior. Hands still clenched together. Hinge forward. Humble warrior. Lead with the chest. Drop the crown last. Pull the hands away from the bum. Engage the core. Rise tall. Keep the hands pulled away from the back and the bum. Slight back bend. One more time, hinge forward. Lead with the chest and the crown. Pull forward. Hold it that flat back. Hold. You didn't hinge all the way forward. Fire those legs up. Release the hands. Forward. Grow tall to your warrior one. Spiral it down to that low runner's lunge. Send that right foot back. Come back to your downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Into stillness. Root that right, extend the left long. Step it through. Plant. Rotate the back foot on a 45 and find your warrior one. You don't have to stay where you land. Make any corrections or adjustments. So the left knee is stacked over the left ankle. You've created length to that back foot, pushing into the outside edge of the foot. Cactus arms, slight back bend. Warrior one. Cactus arms. Warrior one. Cactus arms. Warrior one. Keep the hands back, interlace to your non-dominant side. Pull the hands away from the back. Hinge forward, out of the hips. Let the crown come forward and then drop down. Humble warrior. Don't push the left glute off to the left side. Stay tall and engaged, even in the hinge. Engage the core. Rise up and reverse that humble warrior. Pull the hands down towards the bum, slight back bend. Start to bleed forward with the chin and the crown. Pull back into your humble warrior. Pull the hands away from the bum, away from the back. And inhale up. Reverse it. Angle back. Pull the hands down towards the feet and the bum. Inhale forward. And we're pausing at that flat back. The crown extended forward. Pull the hands away from the back. Keep the Crown extending forward. One more cycle of breath here before we release the arms and extend them long overhead, gazes slightly downward. And rise back up to warrior one. And down to that low runner's lunge. Send that left foot back and come into your downward facing dog and pedal it out. Take a slight step forward so you can grab your heels. So very narrow downward facing dog. On the floor, get the calves release a little bit. Walk the hands back to meet the feet. Grab opposite elbows, hang in ragdoll, take a gentle bend in the knees. Two more cycles of breath right here. One more cycle of breath. Release the hands, round it all the way up to standing. Reach tall to the sky. Come to volcano. Gaze forward. Shift the weight into the left foot. Right knee comes up to hurdless pose. Hinge forward and fly. Palms face down behind you. Shoulders pull back. Right foot flexes to the back edge of your mat. Crown extends forward. Airplane warrior three. Engage your core. Bring it all the way back up to volcano hurdless pose. And then release, hands to heart center, foot to the earth. Close your eyes for 2 cycles of breath. Notice what's happening in that standing leg. With the eyes open, reach tall to the sky, volcano. Gaze straight forward. Shift the weight to the right. Come up to balance, hurdless pose on the left. My knee is up in line with my hip, and my foot is flexed. If you fall, it's okay. Now we're going to hinge. Forward, slight bend in that standing leg. Left foot pushes back, stays flexed. Palms are facing the floor. Crown is to the top edge of your mat. Inhale all the way up through center. I'm losing my balance a lot here. Release, hands to heart center. Close your eyes or soften your gaze for 2 cycles of breath. Go through that again, but we're going to flow instead of holding that static hold. Inhale up, volcano. Right knee comes up, hurdless pose. Hinge and fly. Volcano, hurdle. Hinge and fly. Grow tall. Volcano, hurdle. Hinge and fly. Hurdless pose, volcano. One more time. Hinge and fly. Grow tall. Release down. 2 cycles of breath. Hands at heart center. Gaze forward or eyes closed. Inhale up. Knee comes up, hands reach for the sky. Hinge and fly. Grow tall. Hinge and fly. Not my balanced side. Grow tall. Hinge and fly. Grow tall. One more time, hinge and fly, I lost count. You might have done an extra one. It's always good to do extra on your weak side anyway. Grow tall, release down. Step forward, keep your blocks handy. Inhale it up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Feet come back, float forward, chaturanga. Hold. Press up to your high plank. Exhale down to your chaturanga. Inhale up, high plank. Exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale up, high plank. Float back to downward facing dog. Move your body forward to your high plank. Spread the fingers wide. Create that strong foundation. I want you to drag the right foot in so that the top of the toe is on the floor and the outside of the knee is pushing into the elbow crease. Bring your gaze forward and hold. Push it back, high plank, downward facing dog. Child's pose is a great place to come to if you need to gather strength. Wave your body forward to your high plank. Crown extends forward. Drag that left foot in. Tops of the toes are pushing into the floor. Outside of the knee is against the elbow crease or the inside of the elbow. Hold. Hold. Breathe. Send it back. High plank. Downward facing dog. Drop the knees. Uncurl the toes. Sit back. Squeeze those hands back to the feet. Palms face up. Let everything surrender. We're putting that together next time we come up. So gather your strength. Inhale up to sitting on the heels. Bring the arms up and heel back. Drop the arms forward. Heel back a little bit more. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale it down. Gaze is still forward. Inhale the left up. Release to center. Right up. And center. Left up. Center. Grow tall. Spiral the hands around. Walk them forward. Right into that high plank. See how we did that? Now, drag that right in. Drag the left in. Crown forward. Elbows are pushing into the knees. Outside of the knee is pushing back out. Tops of the feet are connecting with the floor. You're pushing away from the floor with the hands. And you're breathing. Come on. Create that power in your body. Keep that core fired up. Step the left back. Step the right back. Downward facing dog. Feet comes forward. Feet come forward, fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart center. Release and reach. Fold on your exhale. Halfway lift. Fold. Feet come back. Float forward. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Root the left. Extend the right. Pull it through, plant that right foot, turn the back. We're coming up to a warrior two. Right toe is pointing forward. Left foot is in line with the back edge of the mat. Reaching forward and back. Drop the shoulders down out of the ears. And bring your gaze right through that front middle finger. Flip the front palm. Drop the back arm to rest on the back leg. And reverse your warrior. Beautiful. Hinge forward to an extended right angle. Take that bottom hand and elbow that's resting on the knee. Bring it up and reach forward. Engage the core. Reverse your warrior. Right back to that balance. Palm up. Reach. Reverse your warrior. One more time forward. Hold. And then drop down to a block or the earth and open up through the spine. And bring your gaze up. Hold. Draw that left hand down to the floor. Find balance and bring your hands to heart center and twist. So I've got the forearm pressing into the inside of that right leg, into the thigh. I'm spiraling my gaze open and upward. Hands to heart center, right angle twist. Fire those legs up. Here's where the fun happens. Reach up, reach forward. Reverse your warrior. Yes, those legs are burning. Spiral everything forward to your low lunge. Drop that left knee, uncurl the left toe, and hinge back. Sitting on that back foot, flexing the foot. Dropping forward into a hinge. Flex that foot. Start to work your way forward to that low lunge. And then step back into your high plank. Go back to downward facing dog. With the right, extend the left. Pull it through, plant that foot, drop the right foot, and come up to your warrior two. Make any adjustments you need after you land. Squeeze the lat muscles back. Gazes forward. My left knee is pulled outward, so that if I were to glance down, I'd be able to see that big toe. I'm pulling back, I'm reaching forward, and my gaze is through that front middle finger. Push through the outside edge of that back foot. Keep everything engaged. Flip the front palm, drop the right arm to the back leg, and reverse your warrior. Angle forward, hinge. Right angle. Reverse your warrior. Right angle. Hinge. Take that bottom arm. Reach it out in front of you. All on the core and the legs. Reverse your warrior. Hinge forward. Right angle balance. Reverse your warrior. Hinge and reach. And then release the left hand down to a block or the floor and open up a little bit deeper. The elbow pushes into the knee pushes back into the elbow. I'm pushing into the outside edge of that foot, and I'm reaching tall. Breathe. Drop that right arm down. Take the left hand off the floor. Bring your hands to heart center in the twist. Again, my inner thigh is pushing into the outside edge of the tricep as I twist with my hands at heart center in a right angle. Come on. Breathe through it. Beautiful, strong yogis. You all inspire me. Engage your core. Reach the right arm up. Extend the left out in front. And then come back up to that reverse warrior. And squat all the way down to the floor to that low runner's lunge. Drop the right knee. Uncurl the right foot. And sit it back. Drag it back. Find length on your inhale. Hinge a little bit deeper on your exhale. And we find length on our inhales. Exhale. Breathe. Breathe into it, team. Beautiful yogis. Hinge it forward. Bring that left foot and right foot together to touch. Grab your blocks. Stack right into your shoulders. Step the left foot slightly back so that we're in pyramid pose. Crown extend forward. If the wrists are bothering you, you come up to knuckles. The crown extends forward. The hips push back. If and when you're ready, maybe take the blocks to a lower setting. But don't lose connection with the back foot to the earth. Don't let the right hip start to push outward. Release the crown. Now everybody come back up tall to where you were. Take the blocks with you. Shift the weight into that right foot. And come forward to a supported warrior three. We're going to take that left hand, put it on the left hip. You're going to externally rotate the chest up towards me, and then extend the arm up. Shoulders are stacked right on top of each other. Gaze can stay neutral or can spiral up to the sky. And release down. Big toes come to touch. Inhale to that flat back. Walk the blocks back slightly. Step that right foot back into pyramid pose. Hold. And maybe come to fist. Something popped up on my screen. Your left foot is forward, right foot is back, and maybe you come to fists. I want you to think about keeping everything in line. So wrists or fists under the shoulders, crown in line with tailbone. Think about trying to put a tray of drinks on your back. It's nice and flat. My feet are on two separate rails, not on a balance beam. And when you're ready, maybe you walk it down a little bit deeper. But I want you to still think about having that flat back. So as soon as you start to feel that curve in the spine, that's your edge. Okay, this is not about bringing your forehead down to the floor. If you can bring your chest to your quad, kudos to you. But I want you to think about hinging at the hips and not rounding through the back. And you do that by pulling out of the hip sockets and keeping the crown extending forward. So we're almost thinking about bringing our chin to our shin versus our nose or our forehead. One more cycle of breath. You've been here for a little bit. Walk those blocks back up to neutral, maybe a little bit further forward. Shift the weight into that left foot and come up to a modified warrior 3. Foot is flexed. Toe knees are pointing down. Crown is extended forward. Now I want you to think about taking that right hand off the block and bringing it to your hip. Bring it to the waist. I want you to think about externally rotating, open to that right side. And maybe bringing the arm up. Half moon. Think about shoulders stacked, right in line, one on top of the other, even though we're reaching up and down. And then spiral everything back down to center. Big toes touch. Move the blocks off to the side, come down to a fold. Take a generous bend in the knees and attach the belly to the quads. So I want you to, again, think about that flat back. I'm not rounding. So my hands have fallen to the floor. They're resting gently, but my crown is still long. Release that back. See, I told you we're already at 42 minutes. I said I was teaching for 45 minutes. You know how that goes. Nice, strong yogis. Inhale up, flat back, straighten the legs as much as you can. Back down into that fold. I'm going to step the feet slightly outward, setting up for our yogi squat. So toes out, heels in, going into that yogi squat. The most important thing here is to have your feet on the floor. So you take your stance as wide as it needs to be to accomplish that. I want you to release your right hand down near your right foot. And I want you to sweep the left arm up to the sky. Twist through the spine. So now this pressure from my elbow to my knee on that right side. And then come down into that yogi squat, hands to heart center. Both elbows are pushing out into the knees. Crown is tall. Release that left hand down by the left foot. And extend the right arm up into a twist. And release down into your squat. Crown extends forward and up, chin is parallel to the floor. Release the hands down. Come into your fold. Generous bend in the knees. Step back to your high plank. Crown extends tall. Create some power here. We're not here very long. Push away from the floor. I want you to drag that right knee in and drop it down into pigeon. Everybody just went, oh, yes. Take it up with you. Put it in front. Find that length in the back. Shoulders drop down. Thinking about sinking the hips down to the floor. Opening the chest up and growing as tall as you can. Keeping your right hand on the block. Sweep the left arm back. Follow through with your gaze. We're not pulling in that back leg today, but you know that's always an option to pull in. Just twisting through the spine right now. Reach that arm long, up, slow, enjoy the journey. Squaring everything off forward. Open that block off to the side. And then continue thinking about pulling out of the hip sockets and walking yourself down to the floor. Options are, if you're too high off the floor, you can always tuck a block underneath that right glute. You could tuck a block underneath your chest. You can one potato, two potato, you have fists, and rest your forehead. Wherever you are, your forehead needs to be on something. If it can't reach the floor, find a way to support it. And think about flattening yourself as much as you can. If you want to take this active, reach those arms long in front and come up onto fingertips. Just want to surrender. This is your practice, your mat. You do you. Here for 2 more cycles of breath. One more cycle of breath before we walk our hands back to the top edge of our mat. Spread the fingers wide. Curl the left toe. Pull the leg in slightly. And then swing that right leg back to a 3-legged dog. Bend, drop the heel towards the bum, and externally rotate. You're staying here if you choose to, or if you want to come into wild thing and flip your dog, you're dropping that top foot down behind you to the toe and reaching overhead. Hips are pushing up towards the sky. Strong power move. And then release everything with control back to that high plank. And then float back to down dog. Extend that left leg. Pull it through and come into pigeon on the other side. Make any adjustments you need. Grab that block. And find that nice length through the spine. You're going to walk that back leg back. Actively engage with the top of that back foot. It's not just hanging out back there, right? Push and connect with the earth. Think about sinking down as you grow tall. And when you're ready, resting the left hand on the block, sweep the right hand and the gaze back. And you always have the option to pull that foot in, but we're really